morning.
My name is Gail Cato, and I'm a licensed professional counselor here in the state of Oklahoma.
Greetings, my name is Nicole Morris, and I am the CEO, also known as the Chief Emotions Officer for Cultivating Wholeness International LLC.
Hello, my name is Siobhan Annette, and I am the creator of She's on Fire Academy.
Hello everyone, my name is Valerie Rivas, the CEO and Master Designer of Royale Classy Creations.
Hey, I'm Nisha Fields, a personal accountant, and I help 6- and 7-figure business owners make sense of their numbers so they can build the sustainable and scalable businesses of their dreams. But it was not always like that. When I first started working with Dr. Dean, I was simply an educated stay-at-home mom. Nothing more.
Before I met Dr. Shamika Dean, I had my own businesses that I would run. The issue that I was having is that I would invest 40, 60, 80 hours a week, and I wasn't making the kind of money that I wanted to make.
When I began on this journey, I didn't know where to start or even have a business name established.
Before calling her and scheduling that strategy session, I was just delivering my products and my services, freestyling, and just telling folks what it is that I do, not knowing really who I do it for. I was just hoping to nail sales.
So since we've been working together, I have been able to do more in my business within the last couple of months than I've been able to do in 3.5 years.
A proud owner of a successful business. I'm walking into multi-six figures even right now in the pandemic when I came from zero.
And months later, it has not stopped. My engagement is up and I've actually doubled my revenue.
Since that strategy session, I was able to take my income, my revenue from 4 figures to a consistent 5 figures a month.
30 minutes of us ending our session, I started to get inboxes with people wanting to work with me. And check this out. That's even before I even created the system, created the course that I'm using.
Because of that, She's on Fire Academy, I had a 2.6% revenue monthly increase, as well as a 60% clientele increase with She's on Fire Academy.
It not only gave me the confidence, oh yes, but it also gave me the strategy to get my investment back in 14 days.
Her behind the scenes knowledge and her willingness to share has made such a difference in the way I do business.
With Next Level Business, I was able to have customers and clients sign up in my program without even having the program built yet.
And it wasn't until I started working with Dr. Dean that I was able to break down my fears and really walk into my purpose.
Dr. Shamika Dean challenges you. She does not allow you to stay the same. She does not allow you to stay on the level where she found you or where you started with her.
Shamika did for all of us inside the academy is really gave us the tools that we needed to not only just be able to market, but understand who we are as women, men of God.
What she did is not only give me a confirmation to know that what I was building was good, but she showed me the proper plans and structures that I could put in place so that way this thing would run itself and I can get hours and hours of my week back.
Shamika Dean is one of the few people that made a lasting impact in my life.
Hey, everybody. It is yours truly, Dr. Shamika Dean. Welcome to our weekly episode of Mogul Minded Marketing. And Mogul Minded Marketing is very simple what we do here. The goal is to help everyday entrepreneurs market like a mogul. So again, welcome. If you're here for the first time, thank you so much for tuning in. If you are a replay watcher and you continue to rock with Dr. Dean, I am so grateful for you. I thank you for coming back week after week to be imparted with strategies that you can implement to expand your brand, to maximize your money, to increase your impact and influence, all of those wonderful things. So I have a goal that I go by, and it's called Hang Up the Hustle, because rest is the new revenue. And the way that I teach marketing is different from a lot of others because they focus a lot on strategy. I focus on mindset and systems, because there is a way for you to automate 90% of your sales so that you only have to work 10% of the time. And so what that is going to do for you, it is going to shift the way that you do marketing forever, and you'll be able to take back your time and not be in business reversing the employee status as an entrepreneur. So you'll still be able to make the income, the impact that you want to make without costing yourself a lot of time to do it. All right. So shout yourself out real quick in the comment section. Let me know where you are tuning in from. I see Celia. I see Aisha. I see Tyree. I see Lamenzo. I see Tiffany. Thank you so much. Alicia is here. Elisa is also here. So thank y'all so much for tuning in to today's broadcast. We're going to have some fun as always. Y'all know how we do here on Mogul Minded Marketing. And so real quick, I want you to sound off in the comments and type this little status or this comment: marketing is not magic, it's strategic. Type that in the comments for me. Marketing is not magic, it's strategic. And that is what we are here to learn how to do today. What are some strategies that you can start implementing right now? So I'm giving y'all much value, and it's costing you nothing but some time, right? So that's your investment today, is time. But again, marketing is not magic, it's strategic. And so let's see who's engaging. Yes, thank you, Elisa. Yes, Yolanda. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. So again, Alicia. Okay. So thank you. So LaKimberly, thank you for engaging. Thank you also, Celia, for engaging. And what we are going to be talking about today is, today's topic is success stories sale. So how many of you all enjoyed the preview of the testimonials as you were waiting for me to come on? Because that is what we're going to be talking about today. Okay. Success stories sale. And we're going to be talking about, why success stories are so highly converting, and how you need to structure success stories to help sell for you, to do the word of mouth for you. So we're going to be talking about that today, because again, success stories are a marketing strategy. And that is why you see on company websites, that is why you see on people's profiles, why they share their success stories, because it is a marketing strategy. All right. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Before we get into our topic, I want to remind you that Market Like a Mogul Live is only $49, but you only have 4 days left to register. So what is Market Like a Mogul Live, and why is it for you? It is for you if you have had a failed or flopped course launch, which means you've created a course or a signature program, you put it out there, you got crickets. This is for you. Okay. If you desire to create a course, or you have a course idea and you want to know how to market it and get people to buy it, Market Like a Mogul is for you. Why? Because I'm going to be sharing with you exactly what you would need to do to make this a success, so that you can avoid the frustration and failures of a flopped course launch, so that you can prove the profitability of it before you create it, and so that you can save yourself time of building something that don't nobody want. Okay. So again, it is only $49. Kinesia says she has registered. So I'm so excited to see you there. I'm going to put the link in the comment section. So listen, you want to make sure that you come back if you haven't already to secure your spot. Again, it's only $49, but you only have 4 days left to register. All right. So if you all are ready for our episode of Market Like a Mogul Live, say ready, type ready in the comment section, because y'all already know how we do around these parts. I'm going to put the link over here on my phone too, because StreamYard just doesn't want to allow me to be great, So I can't see all of your comments, so I have to pull up my phone to engage with those who are on my personal profile. All right. Ready? That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so. All right, so here's how we always start off. Who remembers how we start off Market Like a Mogul Live? Who remembers? we start off with a fun game called Name That Brand. Y'all remember that? Name That Brand. So Name That Brand is a fun little game that we play because branding is your business's reputation, which precedes your marketing strategy. Because branding is how you get people to know about you. That's how you build awareness about who you are, what you do, and why people should work with you. And so branding, again, precedes your marketing strategy. It is your business's reputation, and marketing is how you make your revenue. And so we're going to play an episode of Name That Brand. Now, this is going to be a little bit different because when it comes to branding, branding is broken down into 3 types. Okay, so the branding types that we have is number 1, and I want you to, you guys to type in the comments for me. The first branding type is public figure. Okay, so public figure is someone who's popular, and pretty much anytime they put their name on something, it sells just because of who they are. And it's a personal brand. Okay, so public figure is a personal style brand, and it is the type of branding, again, it's someone who's influential. They don't have to be famous, but influential. And anytime they put their name on something, they put it out there, somebody's going to buy it because they have done their due diligence and built their their brand. And so again, it's called a public figure brand. And so have you ever seen where you can see the same product on different sites, but one site is low end and the other site is high end. So specifically in boutiques, right? So you may see a dress on one site and it may be $30. You see the same dress on another site and it be $130. So how is that possible if it's the same, product? Because it's what's considered a personal or public figure brand, which means this person has done the due diligence and their name carries weight. And so they have the power, right, to charge what they want to charge because their name carries weight, right? And oftentimes the reason they'll price it differently, we're not talking about pricing today, but the reason that they'll price it differently is because of exclusivity. So they're not like a lot of the other brands who are buying 30, 40 of those items. They're only buying 2 or 3 of those items. And it wouldn't even be beneficial for them to sell it because they're not really going to make a profit if they price it extremely low because they only have a few of those items. All right. And they're also, pricing is a language. So if you go to my Instagram page, I talked about pricing so you can get that information there. All right. So now that's one type. The other type of branding is product-based branding. Okay. And this is a specific type of product, or this particular company or whomever, they don't push themselves. Their face is nowhere on it. They are specifically promoting the product, and that is it. All right. So type that in the comments, product. And the last type is personality. This type of branding is it literally caters to a community of people or a particular product or like a lifestyle, right? So again, it's based on the personality of the person. So they focus on honing in on building the brand and the messaging to connect specifically to that client's, their audience's personality. All right. So somebody real quick, run back to me the 3 types of product, the 3 types of branding. Run those back to me in the comment section. And then we're going to jump into our Name That Brand game, because this time, instead of us doing slogans, I am going to put a brand on the screen and you're going to tell me what type of brand it is. Okay. So again, we talked about the 3 different types. And today's episode or game of Name That Brand is going to be, you're going to have to tell me the type of brand. Okay. So you got public, product, and personality. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all are paying attention. All right. So y'all ready for the game? Type game in the comments, and we're going to go ahead and get started with our episode, our round of Name That Brand. As you're tuning in, do me a favor, share, invite others to join us, because you're not getting this kind of good teaching just anywhere, okay? This is good teaching, quality teaching, and you're not going to get this just anywhere, okay? All right, so the first brand that I'm going to put in the comments is, boom, Nike. So tell me in the comments, what kind of brand is Nike? What kind of brand is Nike? Because we're talking about the brand types. So what type of brand is Nike? And this is why also you guys need to sign up for Market Like a Mogul Live, because if this is good, then just imagine how great Market Like a Mogul Live is going to be. I'm putting the link to that in the comment section so that you guys can make sure you have that to secure your spot. It's only $49 and you only have 4 days left, okay? Yes, Nike is a product-based brand. Product. It's not a public figure. It's product, because Nike focuses on selling athletic wear. Now, they do have public figures who promote, who are ambassadors or who have deals with them to promote their product, but Nike is considered a product type brand, okay? All right, so the next brand is General Mills. What type of brand is General Mills? Let's see. Y'all are on it today. Let me see. Yes, General Mills is also a product. So name for me really quickly one of General Mills products. Name one for me. Name a General Mills product. Let's see. Cereal. Yes. Yes. Who can name a cereal, a particular cereal? Lucky Charms. Yes. Absolutely. Love it. See, y'all are on it. Y'all know your food, which tells me that some of y'all probably eat a lot like me. Probably like food. Okay. So this one, Ed Hardy. What type of brand is Ed Hardy? Yes. Listen, y'all hungry? Are y'all hungry today? Y'all coming through with the Honey Nut Cheerios, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Lucky Charms. I'm here for it. So tell me, what type of brand is Ed Hardy? And we just had a registrant for Market Like a Mogul Live, Mr. Tyree. Welcome to Market Like a Mogul Live. We will see you there. Yes, Celia, personality. See, when we see a name, it's often that we think that it's a public figure brand, but it is actually not. It is a personality. He caters to the eccentric personalities of his audience. So he is not actually a public figure. He's a personality brand. Good job. Good job, Alicia. Good job. Eda says, darn it. Good job, Celia. All right. So we're going to do one more. Yeah, we'll do one more. So here's what we're going to do. Real quick, give me an example. Instead of me putting something on the screen, give me an example of a personality. I'm sorry, a public figure brand. Name a public figure brand. Let's see who's on quick on their feet. Beyonce. Yes, she is. She is considered a public figure brand. Dre Beats would be a product. Ivy Park would be a product. It's a product of Beyonce. But Beyonce would be the public figure. Oprah, yes, really good, would be example of public figure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Y'all did really, really well. Let's see who got the most right the fastest. I believe it was Eden Edge. I don't know. It was either Eden or Kanesia, but yes, Oprah. Yes, she is an example of a public figure brand. So good job, you guys. I need a tiebreaker because we had two people that got pretty much everything right. Well, actually, no, Kanesia got all of them right. So Kanesia, you would be our winner for this episode of she said, Dr. Dean is my answer. Why, thank you. Yes, Jordan Tyree. Absolutely, he is. Yes. So thank you. Kanesia, you are our winner for this round of Name That Brand. So send me your Cash App, and so you'll win our cash prize for today. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back with the rest of our episode of Mogul Minded Marketing. Quick break. Be right back, y'all. All right, y'all. So thank you for sticking with me, rocking with me. We are back and ready for this week's episode of Mogul Minded Marketing with the topic Success Stories Sale. And so we just wrapped up a round of Name That Brand, and we had a winner, Miss Kanesia. And so we thank you so much for participating. Also, if you have not already done so, make sure that you secure your spot for Market Like a Mogul Live, which is only $49, and you have only 4 days left. So the caption to register, the link to register for that will be found inside of the description or the caption of this video, and it will also be in the comment sections as I have posted it a couple of times. So if you are ready for the strategy of success stories or how to sell through success stories, type success in the comment section, and we are going to get this party on the road. Oh, so y'all are ready. Okay. I am ready too. So what we're talking about today, again, is success stories, because success stories sell, right? Sharing your clients' success stories is indeed a marketing strategy that if you have not used in your market as a part of your marketing strategy, you should. Sometimes until you can create success stories for clients, you have to become your own success story and be the example, that people need to see. Okay. And so sometimes they're looking, when people are looking for someone to work with or someone to help them get results, one of the things that they're looking for is someone who looks like, sounds like, or who has shared similar struggles or similar journey as them. And so think about this: when you go to a website that sells clothing, you see a cute dress that you like, you go to the website. When you look, you're looking for someone who has a similar build as you, someone who may have a similar height as you, because you're trying to envision yourself in that particular item. Okay. So it is the same way when it comes to sharing your success stories that your clients have experienced with you. Okay. So first things first, when it comes to sharing a success story or client success story, you're able to share a glimpse of your system or service working in the lives of others. That is a way that you're saying, wow, it not only works for me, but now you have the proof that it works for other people too. All right. So that's number one. The other thing is you showcase the power of possibility to clients. Okay. So what this means is that sometimes people just don't believe it's possible, or they don't know what is possible if they were to implement what you told them. They don't know what is possible. And so you sharing your client success story showcases the power of possibility. So somebody type power of possibility in the comment section. You like that one? Timmy says, I like that one. Me too. I was like, yeah, that's good. Ooh, that's good, Talk. That's good. Okay. So yes, you showcase the power of possibility. Number 3, you show them vision. Like you're literally showing them a vision. You're creating the visual for them of the value that your product or service is going to add to their lives. You are now giving them a visual, because some people are from the show me state, right? Some people can hear the testimony and be okay, but some people need the value of the vision. So type that in the comments, the value of the vision, because they need to know, what is this going to add to my life? How is this going to make my life better? Right? And no one can tell the story like the person that has experienced your product or service better than the person that has experienced your product or service. All right. So again, you show them vision, the value of the vision. And then you show them themselves. So what do I mean by this? As I was saying earlier, somebody just type show me me, put that in the comments. Show me me. Okay. So as I was saying earlier, when you go to a website, right? And a person sounds good. Like some of you may be on here for the first time. You've never heard of me, right? So you're here and you're like, okay, boom, she sounds good. It sounds good. But then there's the skepticism that always creeps in, especially if you don't know, like, or trust the person, because know, like, and trust is, one of the ways that people, is one of the reasons why people buy, is because they either know you, they like you, or they trust you. Okay. So now you're saying, okay, well, it sounds good. She's gotten results. I can see that, she's gotten results and she says she's helped clients. Let me go to the website. So you go to the website. Now you're looking for yourself in a sense. So not necessarily that you're looking for someone of the same race or ethnicity, but what you are looking for is the strategy that I'm going to share with you. Is you're looking for the story. You're looking for the story that is similar to yours, right? And you're looking at the story because you also want to see the success. You want to know what the struggles were. You want to know what the shift was, okay? And so that is why people go to the site, because they're like, man. So example, Eden, okay? And I'm just going to use you for an example because I know that you're a stylist. And so Eden is a stylist. And so when someone goes to her site, they're looking at the hairstyle of the person. They're going to probably look, if you're like me, I'm looking at the facial structure of the person. If I want some color in my hair, I'm looking for someone who's probably my complexion, because I want to see how is this going to look on me, right? If I want my hair cut I want my hair cut short, I'm going to look with somebody who probably has the same facial structure, same head shape, because I want to see, well, how is this possibly going to look on me? And so that is essentially what sharing your success story is when you are using it as a marketing strategy. Yes, Kanesia says likeness. When you're using it as a marketing strategy, because you're trying to say, will this work for me? Right? You're trying to try that thing on, but you need to see if somebody else that shares, like she said, the same likeness is on there, if you've helped them. So if you go to a website and all you see are photos of men, and you're a woman, the first thing your mind is going to say, well, she doesn't help women. Or how do I know if it's going to work for me? Right? And so again, that is the power of sharing a success story. So real quick, let's break this down. Okay. So again, when it comes to how you share and how to craft a success story, a success story selling strategy. Again, it's a story. So you want to paint the picture. And so there are 4 main areas that you look at. And I know y'all are probably like, oh my gosh, she's giving all this away free. Yep, because you know what? My well doesn't run dry. Okay, it doesn't run dry. This is also already content that is within my book, the Market Like a Mogul book, where I break it down even more inside of the book, because you all are only getting a glimpse here. So I break it down in the book, and I'll also be sharing at Market Like a Mogul live. Okay. All right. So when it comes to the testimony, here's the things that you want to look at. I'm sorry, I was supposed to type this in before we got started, and I didn't. So forgive me. Okay. So the start. Where did they start? Right. It's so easy for people to see. Eden says, which I have ordered. Whoop, whoop, thank you. But to craft it, to make it effective, you always want to do what I call compare contrast. So where did they start? Because this is the journey of developing that story, right? So whenever you think about a story, like, what is the beginning? How did this start? What's the backstory, right? So what is their backstory in before they came to work with you, all right? So type that in the comments, start. The next is what struggles were they having? All right. So let me show you real quick, because I'm going to show you guys some examples. Okay. Some compare and contrast. All right. Let me show you real quick in real time, because the doc, you know, I got receipts for my work. Okay. Because I don't just be out here talking about it. I be about it. Okay. So if you guys can see here, let's see. I'm still here. So if you can see here, I posted this actually earlier today, right? So if you see, this is something my client sent to me, because I have my clients to send me, you know, their numbers when they first start. She's actually been working with me, you know, for a couple of years, but each year has been progressive. Okay. So I just wanted her to send me from last year to this year. And so as you can see, her start was here, this January 2020 over on the right, depending on where you're looking at it. So over on the right, in 2020, her income was $212,809.02. As of this year, this is just through November, so we haven't even calculated December yet. So this is just through November. She was at $324,330.77. This is an example of compare and contrast, right? So where she started at the beginning, where she started was at the 212. Now she has already over $120,000 more this year of us working together. Okay. So that's just one of a compare and contrast. Now, what I would do with this, as I'm breaking down the actual testimony, because there's different ways you can do it. I would start with where she started to begin with. And then the next thing I would do is I would talk about the struggles. So what are the struggles that, you know, that she had? So with this particular client, one of the struggles that she had is that she wasn't niched all the way down. And so she was attracting clients to her that became a struggle to her. And she was working harder than she should have been, simply because she did not have, she hadn't clarified her client and who she really wanted to work with. So some people I've noticed are afraid to say, I only work with XYZ, because there's a fear. Well, I don't want to exclude people, which that's rooted in rejection. Okay. Did y'all hear that? Well, I don't want people to feel excluded. But the reality is there is a root of the fear of rejection, okay? And a fear of loss. If I narrow down, I'm going to lose people. No, you're just going to lose the people that you're not called to serve. And you're going to open up room to attract the people that you are called to serve, because now you're more clear. And the more clear you are on who you called to serve, the more clear on the solution that you'll provide for them. Okay. So anywho, her struggle was that, you know, that's what part of her struggle. The other thing was that she did not have a signature system. So this is why I teach and preach and prophesy and pray and pull down from the heavens the importance of having a system within your business and not just strategy. Okay. Strategy alone will have you hustling. Systems will have you making money systematically. You'll be able to scale, and you'll be able to do it with ease. So you'll be able to take your time back, but still make the income that you want to make. And as you can see, she increased over $100,000 because of what we implemented this year. And that's not even the full year, because that was just only through November. Okay. Now we're going to talk about the shift. So there was a shift that she had to make, right? So we knew what the struggles were, but what shift did she have to make? The shift that she had to make was here, which I just talked about. It was more mentally than anything. It was also the shift of putting in developing a system that was streamlined and scalable. And then also putting the software in place to help her continue to serve her clients without diluting the quality of her service, to bring in more clients without diluting the quality of her service. So those were shifts that we had to make. We had to make shifts systematically. We had to make shifts structurally. We also had to make some shifts spiritually, because there were some mindset things that she needed to shift from, some old belief systems that were keeping her in that place instead of helping her get to where she is. So she should clock out at close to 400K this year. All right. Now, what was the success that she's had? You guys just saw the success there. The success was that she was able to shift from $212,809 a year to $324,330 a year this year. But again, she has not calculated her December revenue. This is just through November. Now let's take a look at another one. Y'all want to look at another success story, because I want y'all to show you guys different ways and different dynamics of sharing the success story. Okay. Now, also the start, this person literally was the beginning of our career. I was working together. This particular person was a stay-at-home mom. Okay. So she's a stay-at-home mom and now a multiple six-figure earner. All right. So if you want another one, type another one in the comments. I'm going to show you a couple more. Because here's the thing. I could show y'all my numbers all day, but it is the results that I get from my clients that matter. Okay. So I can show you my results. But it's the results that I get from my clients that matters. Okay. So let's look at, all right. So let's look at this one here. Make sure, that one is kind of small. I don't know if y'all can see that one good. Let me see. No, let me see if I can pull it up on the screen so I can maximize it a little bit, because I want y'all to see the actual numbers on it, and it's not showing up the way that I wanted to there. So give me a second. Let me see. Is this the one? Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree. Okay. All right. So here it is right here. So this one, if you see down here in the bottom, well, let's look here, right here in this section. So this is what the income was the year before. And as you can see here, it says this is not including fourth quarter, but this is current, which is 89,000. So if you look, and this is not including her fourth quarter. Okay. So that's just third quarter. So she's already, as of third quarter, she's at $89,147. Now, if you look at the 3 previous years, what she's made in the first 3 quarters of us working together is more than these 3 years combined. Okay. It's more than these 3 years combined. All right. And so this is her. She says, no fluff, baby. You got receipts. Your clients listen. So when they listen, this is what happens. Okay. So that is another example of sharing a success story, because where she started out at is below low 20K a year. Those were a year. Okay. So low 20K a year. And now she's at over at 90,000 the first 3 quarters, not including the fourth quarter. So I know she's already over 100K. Okay. She's almost 6 figures. All right. All right. So let's take a look at this one. So here she says her goal. So she had a goal. So where would her start be? Her start was she had a goal and she wanted 20 or 50K in 3 months. And she said in her mind, it was a wild goal. And then she said everything else is accurate, the systems, and then the confidence, because we also worked on building her confidence. We worked on systems. And I showed her a screenshot of her form here because it says she wants to make the 50K in 3 months. However, nonetheless, she made more in 120 days than she did in a whole year. All right. This client at the time of this, she was only at 60K. But right after we closed out, she hit 3 million in sales. So it's in 30 days. Okay. All right. And so here we was talking about sending, asking them to send in their end of year numbers. And she said here, the last few weeks have been blah, but she did do 6 figures. And so if you can see here, I said there's no such thing as blah when you're barely 2 years in business, consistently hitting 6 figures. Okay. So she came from a brick and mortar, went into a brick and mortar building right in when the pandemic hit. She opened it up. She hit 6 figures that first year, and she's hit 6 figures again this year. So this is what I'm trying to share with you all about the power of success stories. Now, I have some right now saying, wow, some saying this is encouraging. So you on the other end, share with me how this encourages you, how this has inspired you. And y'all better grab all these goods because this video is probably coming down because I be sharing stuff with y'all. Y'all gotta act like you like it or like you appreciate it. Okay, no, I'm serious. She says, got my brain rotating. Tiffany says that's encouraging to me. Paint the picture. Good. I was supposed to have a guest on today, but unfortunately she wasn't able to tune in. However, I have the receipts, in different formats. So I was able to see or share some things with you all as well today. So, all right, let me go back in here. Okay, so again, when you're breaking down your strategy, you want to talk about where they started, what their struggles were, the shift that they made that you helped them to make, and then the success that they are now experiencing as a result of it. When you can break it down that way, it will connect with people who share that same starting point, that same struggle, who need to make that same shift and desire to have that same level of success. All right. And that essentially is what sharing a success story is all about. Now, there are other formats of sharing success stories and testimonies that will be found inside of the book Market Like a Mogul. So this is only one strategy, but there are others inside of the Market Like a Mogul book. And then again, you don't want to miss out on Market Like a Mogul Live, which is the 5 hours of power that's going to happen December 18th. You have only 4 more days left to register. So I'm going to put the link in the comment section. It is also in, I tried to update it on the caption of the video, but Mark and them be hating on me. Mark, I don't even know what I did to you, Blair, but let me edit my stuff. Okay. Appreciate it. But anywho, 4 days left to register. If you have any additional questions, comments, feedback, let me know. Next week's segment, we are going to be talking about language as a locator. All right. All right. We were supposed to talk about that today, but I felt the need to shift, and so I did. So next week, again, our topic is going to be language is a locator. So we meet here at 1:00 p.m. Central Standard Time on Mondays. Well, actually, no. Monday is the 20th. I will be probably in the air. Nevertheless, if I am not able to do it live, I will pre-record, because you can actually upload pre-recorded videos into StreamYard now. So I would do that. But you'll get what I promised you. Okay. You'll get it. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. I love you all immensely and intensely, and I'll see you soon. Bye.